Yes, and Jelani Asar here with Income Protection Atlanta. First things first, go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com. Right now, just open up a new tab or a new browser in Firefox or whatever your browser may be. Go to incomeprotectionatlanta.com and join our email list so you can receive your free report entitled Protect My Income in Atlanta, only for you if you desire more financial security in this volatile and chaotic economy. And now let's get to our interview with another mesmerizing Atlanta business owner.
So, what would you say are some of the main reasons why so many entrepreneurs fail? So many companies just don't make it. For example, we take a look at the statistics. I know that most people are familiar with this, and you probably are as well. Statistics are saying that out of 10 companies, 9 of them fail within their first 5 years. And of those that succeed in their first 5 years, 9 of those fail in their next 5 years. So 99 out of 100 companies fail within 10 years. Why does that happen?
That sounds pretty scary, doesn't it? Well, I can only tell you about the first 5 years right now.
Right.
It really is. I mean, if you're out there, these new companies, these new startups, they're new ideas, they're new concepts, and they're things that people have essentially no one's ever thought of it before, right?
Yeah.
So no one has ever seen it. No one understands it until you develop it, bring it out to the market, share it with people, get them to understand it, get them to buy in. So there's a lot of challenge in bringing new things, new concepts, new capabilities to market.
Right.
I think that's where everything happens. They can say, well, did they sell it hard enough? Did they market it well enough? And things like that.
Yeah.
It's basically, do people find it useful?
Right.
So you may have great ideas, and they may come out, and people may not find it useful. They, might not be as useful as you might think it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Were you too early to market? Or is it a market that just won't develop? Frankly, it doesn't matter at that point, right?
Right.
So I think the biggest issue is people don't accept the idea that you thought everybody would accept. And then the next one would probably be, the ability to get the appropriate funding to run the company initially in its low revenue years. And a lot of people underestimate that, right? They say, "Oh, I can have this thing up and running in a year." Well, a lot of times you can't.
Huh.
And so people underestimate that. So there are a number. I think anybody can come up with a number of reasons, but I'd say the two biggest are it's a product that's not accepted. And then people have underfunded their company.
Interesting. And I haven't heard, like you said, people don't really look at funding so much, the significance of that. And, this is the first time that I've heard it described as one of the fundamental causes of either success or failure for a startup. So that's very interesting. And then a couple more questions for you, John. First one is, now what does Twitter think about what you're doing? What's their response, and what do they foresee as far as where Twitpay is bringing them? Because here's the thing, I use Twitter, I see it all over the place, but I'm not really that much of an active user of it.
Mm-hmm.
The only time that I really use it is maybe I'll get some messages in my email box, oh, this person is following you, so forth and so on, or maybe I'll follow a couple people or a couple companies that I'm very interested in, and then if I'm posting a blog post or if I see something interesting, I'll click the share button. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, I'm not really using it that heavily, although just with learning about Twitpay is going to definitely increase my interest in Twitter and my use of Twitter, especially because I know that if I'm going to be getting deals on the products that I buy anyway, and I can share them with people that I spend my time with, this brings a whole new dynamic for Twitter. So I imagine that if anyone like myself, at least, is now going to be bringing themselves that much more to Twitter, and that increases the use of Twitter that much more. So it seems like this could be a great tool for Twitter itself.
That is definitely the dynamic. You described it perfectly. I couldn't put it any better. My chairman of the board and myself were out in San Francisco meeting with some Twitter executives a few weeks ago. We have continued those meetings. We had another one, for example, yesterday. I won't use any names or anything at this point. They know who we are, and actually they've worked with us on the nonprofit side last year, so they know who we are. They know what we do, and I think they're encouraging. I mean, they don't just to be very clear, they don't sponsor people, they don't back people, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, they want this environment of value-added companies like ours to thrive for the very reason you described. It's going to drive more active use on that in their environment.
Right.
So we are trying to engage them as much as we possibly can. Obviously, we're the small guy. We would embrace them any way we could. They're the large player, and they'll treat us the way however they want. But so far, we've got a very good relationship with them, and we're looking for ways to mutually expand that relationship. And again, they know, their thought process is, how do they go about commercializing this really great platform that they've developed?
Yeah, and that's been a big question.
And wonderful. And join us for our next part of another fantastic interview with our great guest, with another amazing Atlanta business owner. In the next video.